And developing now, keep your phone close to you. That's the advice from one local woman who tells us her cell phone was swiped over the weekend. So we ask, is this a trend in the district? WDBM's Lex Juarez is digging through the data.
I spoke with a D.C. resident who is one of dozens reporting being pickpocketed over the weekend, and she tells me that she has seen this happen multiple times over the past few months. And D.C. police data shows that thefts are up.
As someone who's lived in D.C. for almost 4 years, it doesn't give a lot of confidence in my ability to continue to go about my life.
Whether she's heading out to a club on the weekend or a music festival with friends, Alex Blackburn tells me she's now anxious that she's going to make it home with all of her stuff. And that's because her Saturday night turned into a nightmare when she realized she was pickpocketed.
All of a sudden, one of my friends said that she thinks her phone got stolen or they tried to steal it. So we all started reaching around, looking in our bags, and I looked in mine, and my wallet and phone were both missing.
Blackburn says she ran outside to tell security, who told her there was nothing they could do. After about 2 hours, she says there were about 25 people with her outside of the bar reporting their phone or wallet was stolen too. And she says the bouncer told her they had 15 other victims the night before. I reached out to the bar in question to see if they had a response and have not yet heard back.
This was a problem at their establishment, and they did nothing to mitigate it or try to prevent it the next day. Even after I came down the stairs on Saturday and told them that my stuff had been stolen, they were continuing to let people in the club and not telling them what was going on upstairs.
D.C. police responded to the scene and took people's information. At that point, Blackburn says security started checking people who were leaving the club. None of the stolen phones were recovered that night, and Blackburn says she has spent about 10 hours trying to secure her accounts.
Everything has two-factor authentication now. I couldn't get into a lot of my accounts without access to my phone. So they were able to use one of my debit cards and complete almost $5,000 worth of transactions before I was able to get in and stop them.
She says she almost expects pickpockets at large-scale events, but was surprised it happened inside of a random nightclub. Blackburn hopes people take note and remember that these weren't cases of simple theft.
It's not just mindless criminals, it's organized. The 20 or 25 people or so that were victimized yesterday, and then the 15 that it happened to on Friday, they all had their phones and wallets in various places on their body, many of which were in bags just like mine, which someone had to physically reach into and take.
According to D.C. police crime data, thefts are up 2% and robberies up 33%. And while most of the department was out of the office due to the federal holiday, they say they will get back to me with specifics on pickpocketing numbers later this week. In Washington, I'm Lex Juarez reporting.